The Johnski is a YouTube channel run by and run for people over the age of 13. People under the age of 13 should click off of this video right now, or watch with a parent or guardian. Viewer discretion is advised.
You don't scare me!
Militus frickin' today, militiamen. My name is King Prime, and welcome back to another video on the Johnski YouTube channel. Today we're going to be reviewing something else that is very new. My last review was of the Halo, the Spartan Collection, George 052 action figure, which was an interesting review. You should definitely go check it out. But this one is going to be of a figure of the very same wave, of the very same fresh, new variety. And that is, of course, the elegant Kelly-087. We love Kelly in this channel. We love all of Blue Team. We don't have many of them, though. Kelly is only the second member of Blue Team to be released thus far in this wave, or in this line of action figures. But she is, in fact, that happens. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That happens. She is excellent. For a quick size comparison, I'm going to zoom out real quick and show you how she fares against someone such as Master Chief, who's just a bit taller. This is the Halo Infinite design of Master Chief. He is a bit taller than her, quite a bit, in fact, but that's how it should be. John, or Master Chief, is like 7'2" in canon in his armor, and Kelly, I believe, is like 7 or like 6'11" in her armor. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I checked up on the Halo lore, but regardless, tall, very tall, real people tall. If any of you know the internet culture behind Death by Snoo Snoo.
You want died like last men visit Amazonia?
What'd they die of?
Crushed pelvises.
Yes! Oh, thank you, Lord in heaven.
After lengthy Femputations, I, Femputer, have decided the fate of the men. Femputer sentences them to death! By Snoo Snoo!
Yeah! What are you, gay?
Yes, Kelly applies for that joke. But, this figure, what do I think of it? Well, if I can zoom out a little bit, I think it's really good. It has its flaws, obviously. For instance, for whatever reason, if you can see it, the paint is a little splotchy around like places like the arm and around the thigh armor detailing, but other than that, it's fine. This figure, I mean, is very obviously just an amalgamation of parts. The only really new pieces are her, it's her body, her torso, basically her crotch, her abdomen, and her chest and head. Everything else, I believe, is exactly the same as on Master Chief, and what I assume to be probably Linda and Fred when they get released. But they have not come out yet, but still just really, really good to get representation of characters that exist, but maybe aren't in Halo Infinite quite yet. We're still waiting on those DLC campaign missions. Unfortunately, we're waiting for a lot of things in Halo Infinite, such as a revived player base, but we're still going strong here. So let me just show you the box real quick for Kelly. It's just, at this point, a really standard Halo, the Spartan Collection box. On the back, it tells you everything you need to know about the character and what it comes with, including her Oath-Sworn M450 shotgun, which is, believe it or not, from Halo 5, considering the pump-action model of shotguns aren't available in Halo Infinite quite yet. It's just the Bulldog shotgun that is like a drum-fed shotgun. It's weird, but it's not the worst. But we all prefer this one, and Oath-Sworn was a beast. Jeez, a beast in Halo 5. It's done well in this. Very nice detailing along all of the top, along where the ejection port would be right here. It's not very flashy. There's a little peg there for plugging this thing into her back, even though... Oh, wait, no, it does have the little thing that allows you to plug things like shotguns and other weapon accessories into the back. And this one works quite well, actually. Usually these don't work very well. Also with Kelly, included with Kelly, I should say, is, and let me just pop that back in there so I don't lose it. Also included is a Mark 50 Sidekick Pistol from Halo Infinite, proving to me that this is, without a doubt, a Halo Infinite inspired Kelly. Can't wait to get this figure in 4-inch, because I like 4-inch and 3 3/4-inch figures better than 6-inch, but this one I like too. And it's always good to have representation of characters that we like. Can't really be held in our hands very well. Like, it can, at least in theory. We still have these very gummy hands, like halfway between gummy and soft plastic for all of the Halo figures so far. But you can't get the finger inside of the trigger, and it's really annoying, so it just looks super scuff. We don't worry about it. What I am happy about is that with all of these figures, they have this little piece here, which if you pull it out in a certain way... Come on. Freeze frame. Freeze frame unfreeze. It reveals a peg which you can plug the pistol into. Ignore the booty there, which is in your face, really. This is the best connection I've seen ever for one of these pistols. It is on there, and it is not falling off at all. With Palmer, this thing would have fallen off immediately, but I'm glad it hasn't, so that's good. Kelly also comes with, and I'll move this to the side real quick and set these down, some alternate hands. I'll slide them in the frame here. We'll get them set up real quick. So she comes with a set of pointing hands for both hands, a set of this, like, this one, and this was super weird in George's as well. This really weird, like, faux salute with the left hand for whatever reason. Like, go kind of hand for her left. And then a full complete set of fisted hands. And that's what she comes with. You know, I'm not going to use any of these. I have a bag full of these Halo Spartan Collection hands that I don't use at all. And I don't really care to use. But, you know, it's nice that we have the option. Especially for the fisted hands. Because, you know, you can then do, like, melee battles. Except there's no Covenant figures yet for the Spartan Collection, so who you fighting, Kelly? I want to know the answer to that question. Let's move them to the side again, because it's not really anything that matters. As for articulation for our dear fast one, we have and let me zoom back in real quick, a nice ball-jointed head, as well as a really tight soft ratchet, so you can get some looking down action, as well as some falling in half Darth Maul action. This happens a lot with this figure for whatever reason. Can't really look up at all, but you can look down a little bit. Like you just saw, you have a dumbbell joint right here. Doesn't work the best, but you know, when it does, it works great. As well as a rotation at the bottom that's always super tight. There goes the freaking pistol, but that doesn't really matter. We can persevere. The really nice... Oh, this one actually doesn't have it. No butterfly joint at the shoulder, but there is a nice 360 degree of motion and a rubberized shoulder piece, so you can get her arm completely out. The shoulder's on a soft ratchet, which is very nice, as well as there is a bicep swivel at the top of the bicep, a really nice gummy double jointed elbow joint, so you can get some flex whenever you're doing dynamic poses like with shotgun, as well as a rotation at a 360 at the wrist, and a little soft ratchet to go in and out with the hand. For the legs, you have two, and mind the angle here, no jokes please, ball joints at the hips, as well as a nice thigh swivel. You get another one of these awesome gummy double jointed knee joints, as well as there's a knee pad in there that hides almost flawlessly into the top of the armor. There is a very tight, kind of limited elbow or elbow ankle pivot bend, but then there's also a very nice ankle pivot and a single toe joint. So pretty standard for all these 6-inch or 7-inch really Halo the Spartan Collection action figures. Let me get her posed up and dolled up real quick, as well as real quick before I do that, show off this absolutely gorgeous chrome, how do you say this, vac metallized chrome gold faceplate on her EVA helmet, which is just excellent. I love seeing this. George, the previous review, has one of these, and a couple other of the Halo the Spartan Collection figures have them. Unfortunately, this version of Master Chief that I have with me for this review does not, but Kelly does, and I give Jazwares huge props for continuing to use this kind of vac metallized method in 2022. So let me do a quick freeze frame, get her all posed up, and give you my final thoughts. Sorry. Freeze frame. Freeze frame, unfreeze. So Kelly is one hell of a woman. I'm sorry I had to say that. But this figure is probably one of the best ones we've gotten recently from Jazwares. I absolutely love it. Doesn't really have a lot of it doesn't have a lot of things going for it. It's quite a simple figure. I forgot about this little piece right here. But it has a lot of character. Only things that I wish is that it would have a actual trigger finger hand that we can, use to have a proper grip on these weapons that they are included with, as well as an unhelmeted head. I say this with every figure that I get. You heard it a lot, a big spiel in the last review, which was George, but Kelly, Fred, and Linda, 3 members of Blue Team, have unhelmeted, or have canonized at least unhelmeted appearances. So they could have them. It's not that big of a gripe for me, for Kelly, because she doesn't show her face in the games at all. So it doesn't really matter to me that much, but it'll be cool to see it regardless. I think this is... God, it's going to prove me wrong now by falling out every time. Regardless, I think this is an excellent figure. I think you should definitely pick it up, as well as all the other named figures that Jazwares Halo puts out. It is a good line. I'm going to give an unbiased opinion here. It's a good line. I really enjoy collecting it, and because any Halo fan should enjoy any content that we get, or at least be thankful for it, that this 20-year-old franchise is still chuffing along, I think it's best to support Jazwares in their efforts to give us some of these awesome action figures. So that about does it for Kelly. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share this to all your Halo groups on Facebook or friends or whatever. Anybody who enjoys Spartan Kelly-087. Greatly appreciate you guys watching. And as always, peace.